Yo, welcome to part 2 of 5 Clash of Clans tips I wish I knew when I started playing Clash of Clans. Let's begin. So if you've not seen the first video, make sure to check it out over here. But this is part 2, so let's just get straight into it. So the first thing is to check if the elixir collectors, storages, and the gold collectors and storages are full or empty. Pretty important. So I've got this image over here which you can see, and on the left hand side we can see that the elixir and the gold storages don't have like anything in them, you can see. And then as we go to the right, the easiest bit to tell is the pink on the elixir storage is getting a bit more full, and at the far right it's completely full, and same with the gold collectors as well. So you can see it's empty at the left, and then if you go further right it's full. And then eventually as well the dark elixir drills, once you get there it's the same thing there. You can see it's half full and then it's completely full. Now we want to attack bases when it is full, of course. So that is basically tip number 1, and that brings us nicely on to tip number 2, and that is use a cheap farming army. So the best one to use is the one that I'm using right now. It's a Barch. It is amazing. So Barch is barbarians and archers. You can have a 50-50 split. If you do have it any other way, it'll be slightly less barbarians and more archers. And what we're going to do, we're going to quickly go find a match. And this kind of brings us to tip number 3, which is basically just hit next. Don't attack the first base you see. So you can see here, available loot is 200, but there's no point attacking it. Even though that the elixir collectors are max, we can see that there's only 200 loot available, so there's no point attacking this base. So just hit next and just keep hitting next until you find a base that has a lot of resources. So still 1,000, this isn't a lot. I can take it out, but I've seen it before here. I've hit next and I can find 20,000 potentially, but you just basically, that is the next tip. Just keep hitting next and look for easy bases with the gold storages, elixirs like on the outside. So this one, let's just go for it just because I'm showing you. You don't need to attack the defenses. We're just going for the loot. So we can just go drop barbarians, drop archers on here, drop barbarians, drop archers, and you don't even need to use the full army. That's another tip. It's within this same tip. I'll keep in the same tip, but you don't even need to use the full army, and you're gonna get all the resources that you want and need from the base. So we're gonna let this play out. Let's see how much we get by taking out this gold and this elixir collector at the end here. And we can just hit surrender now. We don't need to win the fight. And there you go. We've got 2,000 pretty much golden elixir. Quickly go train our troops again. And we're ready for the next battle, and we can just keep going at it like this. And it's really quick, really fast, and it's a cheap army, and it's a very quick army to train as well. And basically that is it for tip number 2, I think it is, which was like tons of tips in one video. Well, one little tip. But anyways, the next tip is trying to make sure you get 5 stars every day when you attack, because if you look at the bottom left of the screen, there is a star bonus. So this is basically free loot that you get for getting 5 stars every day. If you do miss a day, that means you can get 10 stars the next day, but if you miss a day again, it is only 10 stars it caps at. So make sure you try and do this every day. So don't surrender early when you haven't got the 5 stars on the day. So make sure you get the stars, and you can easily get that by attacking the town hall, getting 50%. It's fairly easy with this attack strategy as well. Tip number 4 is prioritize your heroes once you get it. So at the minute, I'm sure you're not wondering about heroes, but eventually you are going to get to town hall 7, unlock the barbarian king, and then eventually the queen. When you do get there, make sure that you upgrade your king and your queen and you prioritize it, and don't neglect them, because they are detrimental to when you attack in wars, and making sure that you get 3-star attack strategies on the go. So that's just another, just bear that in mind once you get to the higher levels. Don't neglect your king and your queen, because I do see so many town hall, like higher town hall bases with just weak queens and kings, and it just hurts me inside, because it's what makes the game, getting these 3-star attack strategies. At the minute, of course, we're just focusing on farming, trying to get to the higher levels. But once you get to the higher levels and you can start warring and doing things like that, the king and the queen and the warden and the royal champion, they make a huge difference on getting them 3-star attack strategies on point. And finally, tip number 5 is be patient. Clash of Clans is one of them games where you can't just rush it. It's like a little baby. You have to let it grow, and it's a game that you're going to be playing for many years. I've been playing it for God knows how long. Probably about 7 years or so. I did have a break. I stopped playing for 4 years, but then I come back and started playing it again. And you just gotta be patient. If you have, all the builders busy. Look, if I upgrade this, for example, I can't really do anything in the game apart from attacking. Then eventually, once I get my storages full, there's no point playing the game. Just relax, wait till your builders are free again, and then log in. Don't overthink things, and just enjoy playing the game. And I'm sure, the longer you play it, you will just get better at it, and you'll pick things up very quickly. And that's it, really. That's it. Just be patient, and you will be good at the game the longer you play it. Anyways, that's it for the video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.